guys, I am back out in the woods finally. It has been a tough couple of weeks. My work schedule has been off the chain. It's been crazy. But finally got out this morning. It is gorgeous. It's probably in the mid to upper 60s. Beautiful skies. Just wonderful. Just amazing. So I got a particular area I want to get out to. I've only been out there one time. It's another water source out there. Just beautiful, just gorgeous. And I want to try to work my way back there. But every time I get a game plan, something changes it. But I got in this morning and I was hitting the main trailhead. So when you go back there and you turn that way, I'm parked maybe 3/4 of a mile, maybe that way. Less, more than a half mile, but probably about 3/4. But anyways, as I was coming in, I kept hearing like somebody talking, or like voices. Like I thought maybe I was about to come across some other hikers that had an idea to come out here early in the morning. So I sat there for about 10 minutes just waiting, and I got nothing. And then I started to walk again, maybe got 50 yards further, and then I heard this grunt. So again, I stopped and I waited. And back there, it's like a crossroads. You either have the choice to turn left, go straight, or go right. And so I stopped right there and I just listened, and the grunt didn't happen again. But it was very interesting. Could have been anything, but it was enough to make me stop, take notice, wait a couple minutes, probably 5 minutes, see if it happened again. I had to, I turned on the audio recorder at that time to see if I can at least catch it on audio, but it didn't do it again. So I continued to move forward and head out to this other location. But what I noticed was it's very quiet out here. Very quiet. Periodically you hear a bird, but this picks up audio really good, so it might pick up stuff I don't even hear. So you might hear some birds, but literally right now I hear nothing. It's almost so quiet. It's like you hear that tinnitus in your ear, that faint buzzing in your ear. It's so quiet out here. So but I couldn't pick better weather. I mean, this is freaking awesome. So anyways, glad to be back out in the woods, get out here, do some hiking, see if we can find some stuff. Like I said, been coming back out here a couple times since the hurricane, and really the hurricane devastated the area pretty good, so we haven't really found some really good stuff. All the things that we usually find with the arches and sticks stuck in the ground and all that, it was either gone, or what was there, I had to dismiss it due to the fact of the hurricane. So giving it a little bit of a time out here, and now I'm back out here to see if anything new that I find or hear or anything like that. But we'll get out here to this lake, and I'll set up the tripod, and we'll sit out there for a little while and check things out. It's probably a good, from the vehicle to there, probably maybe a 1.5 mile hike in. So, but if I catch anything or hear anything, I'll definitely let you guys know, keep you informed and stuff like that. This is great to be back out here. I'm telling you, I'm ecstatic. I've needed this really bad. This is where I get out and recharge my batteries and get refocused and stuff like that. I really love being out here and stuff like that. So it's just gorgeous. Show you where I'm headed. So I'm on one of the main trails, and I'm gonna go up to the end and then turn that way. If y'all have ever, in the past videos, and I go to that one lake where the alligator swam up to me, that's going there and taking the left, and that goes to that particular water source. Today we're going to take a right and hike back about another, you know, I don't know, half a mile more to get to the other one. So it's just gorgeous. Look at this. That's beautiful. You guys have seen my drone footage, so you kind of get an idea how large this area is. And again, like I said, it butts right up to a state park as well. So this part is not part of the state park at all. This is a preserve that is very restrictive, which is good. There's no hunting, fishing, camping. You're not allowed to build a fire. They strictly allow you to hike or bike. That's it. And you really, really rarely see people riding bicycles back here. But occasionally, very rarely, I'll come across a hiker, but it's nowhere crowded or anything like that. You know, I can come out here for every weekend for a month and not see anybody. And then all of a sudden I'll see one guy hiking with his dog or something. It's not crowded at all. Very beautiful area. The people that come out here evidently respect it as much as I do, because you rarely find trash on the ground. So that's definitely hurricane damage right there. You can see that. I didn't notice it the last time I took this trail, but I don't know. It's still green. Could be something recent, but I can't walk over there. This is nothing but mud on the edge of there. But that's it right there. Try to get that sun out of the way there. And it's still green, so fairly new, I guess, but I don't know. All right, so I wish this thing wasn't there. I get across. I want to see what that is. Again, glad to be back out here. Excited for today. We'll see what happens. I will talk to you guys soon, and let you know if I find anything. If not, so far it's just going to be a beautiful time in the woods. So it's a win-win. Win-win. All right, guys, take care, and I'll be back in just a little bit. A little tired, but I made it back here. It's just gorgeous back here. Beautiful. I'll give you a quick view here. I was watching something when I first pulled up, but it's so far away I couldn't tell what it was, but it's something dark on the other side of the water as I was coming in, and when I noticed it, I was walking and it went away. So I don't know what it was. It was really brief, but I'll give you a look at the area. So and then this trail goes down there, stays, but nothing but pines. It's just beautiful out here. Just beautiful. So, sorry about the sun. try to keep that out of the lens all the time. All right, so I'm going to look around here because, you know, water sources are important because everything has to come and get water at some point. So I come down here and I look around to see if I see prints or anything out of the ordinary at the water, and then anything around the area of the water, because somebody might use the opportunity of other animals to get a drink as an ambush opportunity. So, you know, because panthers do it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna walk around, get into the woods a little bit, and kind of like do a perimeter and see what I find. But right now I'm gonna walk this trailhead just to look at the water and see if anything's come up to any areas where I can see prints. I'm gonna look at. So, all right, guys, I'll be back shortly. Squirrels going nuts. I don't know if you can hear them. There, I'll show you. Off in that direction, it's like squirrels going back and forth. They're pretty upset about something. And so I sat here listening to them because squirrels are a good indicator of a predator in the area. And so I sat here for a few minutes just listening, and I got that grunt again. I heard that grunt again. So I think this is where I'm gonna set up my chair and my tripod and just sit here and give you guys a viewpoint for a few minutes and kind of scan it around like I've done in the past. And hopefully we get that grunt again, because it's happened twice since I've been out here now. So, because we're pretty far back. You know, it's pretty isolated back here. It's pretty quiet. Again, too quiet. Very quiet. You know, some of the birds have livened up a little bit, but still quieter than I'm used to out here. So, all right, I'll be back. I'm gonna set up everything and relax and get set in for a little bit. All right, guys, talk to you soon. All right, I'm all set up. I've got movement somewhere back in that region right there. I caught a glimpse of it. It was like something moved from my right to my left. I'm gonna try to zoom in. Let me adjust this, guys. So I'm back there in that region. So hopefully I get some more movement. It was very brief. I caught it off the side of my eye and my peripheral, but I was in the process of setting up the tripod and my chair and all that. So So I gave you an idea of what I got set up here. I'm still on the main path, but since I'm getting squirrel activity and different things, like I said, I heard that grunt again. I'm just checking out the forest area and keeping an eye on that. So this is the area I'll be monitoring for a little bit. And I'll scan every little bit and every once in a while to see if we find anything. Tripod's giving me fits. But I got the lake behind me. So every once in a while I'll flip it so I can see if there's anything coming to get a drink or anything like that. You can see that all behind me. Definitely a beautiful area. Definitely a beautiful area. So, like I said, we have a light breeze. So I'm going to set the zoom a little bit. This is what it looks like without the zoom. So I want to zoom in a little. And just that way, if anything moves, I'm closer to it. It's pretty gorgeous out. It is so quiet. The audio is probably picking up stuff that I can't hear, but it is really, really, really quiet. You can look behind me. I can hear some birds far away, but there's literally nothing going on right here. It's very quiet. It was quiet hiking in too, very quiet. I have to, when I get home, I review everything. I have to go back and watch everything because when I'm filming, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm just moving the camera. You know, it could be pointing that way and I'm looking that away or something like that. Because a lot of times they say that, you know, they may make their presence known or make a mistake and pop up somewhere if you're not looking. So a lot of times, like I would say 95% of the time, I'm not looking at the camera itself. So I have to go back, like all this stuff behind me and stuff like that. I'll have to come back and look at, see if anything came out or anything like that, get a drink. I'm more focused in the woods that are surrounding because the wind is blowing at my face. So anything in there won't smell me. So there's a bird. But it's getting, I've been out here, sitting right here for about 30 minutes now. And the sun is really up there now. I'm feeling the heat now. Still gorgeous out, but I'm really focused on that area right there because it's kind of hard to tell in the camera, but it's pretty wide open going through there. So it would be really an unrestricted area to cross or walk towards me or something. And ultimately, that's what I'm looking for. Is this thing happened to be walking by? You know, I'd love for it to, you know, kind of cut across, going that way, and get some footage of it in motion. We've definitely got some good evidence in the past out here, but it is touch and go. I think it's seasonal, you know. We'll have times where we get a lot of stuff, and then all of a sudden it kind of dies down for a while. So I think they move from this area of 3,000 acres and they move into the forest of the state park and then move back and forth. I think they follow food sources like hogs and deer and different things like that, you know. I mean, it's beautiful. I guess I'm pops behind me, but I believe it's fish coming to the surface and catching a bug or something. I've never seen anybody fish out here. I bet you if you did, I don't know if they allow fishing. I know they don't allow hunting, and fishing is technically hunting, but I bet there's some big bass in this lake. So, but this was my goal, was to get out here and set up. I was thinking about it all week where I wanted to go, and that was a big splash, big fish. I'd only been out here one time and actually found it accidentally, just hiking, just focused on keep walking, and then I came across this and thought it was beautiful. I took some great photos of the lake and all that, and I'll include those photos. Thought I heard something. It's going to be a woodpecker behind me. It's that tap, 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 tap. So I think it's a woodpecker. But anyways, I'd only come out here one other time. And at that point I did walk completely around the lake, but it kind of dead ends where there's a tree line in your way, so you can't go any further. And it does go all the way back to the county line, so you end up getting to this fence line that you can't cross, because it could be private land or something like that. I don't know. Y'all can see behind me. It's gorgeous back there. Alright, well, I'm going to shut this down a little bit and just sit here, have it ready to go if I see something. I'm going to give it another, I don't know, 20 minutes, and then I'll start the hike out, because it's a long hike back out. Thank God I'm not sweating. I mean, it's just gorgeous out. Gorgeous. So, alright. If I don't see or hear anything, I'll come back on my hike out. I don't know what that was. I don't know if I caught it on audio. It was pretty far away though. It wasn't a grunt, it was more like a, I don't know, I can't describe it. I'm not good at reenacting the sounds. But it was pretty far. Alright, hopefully you guys been looking behind me. It'd be nice. So I'm gonna get back with you guys in a few minutes, okay? hiking my way back out. Not an eventful day. Still win-win. Y'all know how I feel. Be out in the woods is always a win. So on my way out, and I'm very quiet when I come out. I'm just casually walking. One, because I'm old and out of shape, so I don't walk. I try not to walk too fast and wear myself out. So I'm just casually walking and filming and, you know, different things and stuff like that. So I get to this one area and I hear this crashing and just ruckus. And I was like, so I stop and I'm waiting. And sure enough, it was two bicyclists. Earlier I mentioned I rarely see bicyclists out here. And it was two older gentlemen. I say older gentlemen, I'm no spring chicken. But come barreling down this small trail that comes out through the woods. And so that's what had me stopped for a moment to figure it out. And then all of a sudden they came out of the trees and there's two guys bicycling, that's it. So, but that's very rare. You know, they stopped and talked to me for a second. And I don't ever tell people what I'm doing out here. I just tell them nature photos and stuff like that, which is not a lie. I won't lie. I don't lie. You know, but I don't want people to be aware of what I'm doing out here, because I don't want hoaxers to come out here and create things or anything like that. So, but like I said, not an eventful day. When I first came in, like I said, twice I heard some grunts. Don't know what they were. Could have been a deer, because deer do this, you know, this exhale when they're alerting and stuff like that. Heard some squirrels having a fit. That's always a good sign that there's a predator or something in the area. I know there are panthers in here. People have shared photos with me of seeing the panther out here. That's one of the things that I'm the least worried about out here. I think the number one thing I'd be worried out here is coming across hogs, because they can be extremely aggressive. Everything else I'm not overly concerned about. We have black bear, but they tend to stick to themselves. They just move away. They don't really care about you. So, but I do carry a pew just in case. So, well, anyways, again, I'm going to reiterate this. I did talk about it on one of my lives. So, me and Johnny Two Bears is going to create a podcast. We're going to do things a little bit different. He's already gone over it on his channel, so I'm not going to go over it right now. I think it's something that we'll talk about probably on the very first show. We're taking our time about it because we want to do this right. But it was an opportunity. Johnny gave me a call one night and told me his thoughts on what he was doing. And, you know, I've always been supportive of Johnny, you know, and I was like, yeah, that'd be great. And then he's like, do you want to be my co-host? It's like, yeah, absolutely. So, you know, we're working on that, and getting that all taken care of. Our date is probably not until 2025 for early January, unless things change. If we get this thing rocking and rolling right away, we might start early. I don't know, but it's going to be absolutely separate from this channel and what I do here, same as his channel, which y'all know I promote a lot on my channel. But so Sasquatch Encounter Brigade, that's his thing, that's what he's doing. He gets some great stuff because he's lucky enough to have activity in his own backyard. You know, his property butts up to something similar to this right here, where it's a preserve. So he'll do his thing always. I will always do my thing as well. But we're just coming together to do something together, and we're still working on a title. I think we've got it. We're just not announcing what we're going to call the show yet until we get other things taken care of and stuff like that. Messing around with some intros. Maybe I'll throw the intro we both are creating intros. I can throw one on here that I worked on. It's very brief, so it's about a 1 minute intro, just something I threw together playing around. So if you guys want to, you know, comment in the section, tell me what you think about it. That would really actually help us out a lot, because we're still trying to finalize what we're going to use, what we're not going to use, and stuff like that, you know. So I'll throw that on there for you guys that are subscribers to look at that and tell me what you think. But that's something we're working on. Really excited about that. Again, you know, we'll get. I'm really focused on researchers, actual good researchers that are out there doing this and putting in the time and putting in the field work. But we're going to have witness encounters and witness accounts. The thing that we're doing different, which we're trying to clarify what we're doing here, is we have an affidavit. Okay, now the affidavit is not mandatory. You don't have to sign it. But basically what the affidavit is basically you're stating that everything that you're telling us is the truth, you know, as you see it and what you encountered or what you saw or whatever. It's the truth. There's a lot of reasons why we're doing it. But one is, if we're going to get to the truth of this and get the truth out to the people, then we need the truth, and we can't have a lot of misinformation or disinformation, or, you know, somebody trying to get on a podcast just to get their, you know, 15 minutes of fame or something like that, and coming up with some outrageous story and stuff like that. You know, we want to be able to, I mean, if you're a person that's truly had an encounter and it has changed your life, or it's had an impact or anything like that, because, you know, when I had my encounter in 2005, it definitely impacted my life to the point where look what I'm doing now. I'm out in the woods all the time. But if it really impacted you, then by signing this, you're saying, hey, this really happened. This is the truth, and I want to talk about it, and we want you to talk about it. And, you know, that's what it's all about, is getting to the truth. And, you know, the show will be nothing, it's uncut. It is what is said is what is said. What we do on the show is what we're doing on the show. There's no editing, there's no nothing. It's like our videos. What you see is what you get. And that's how we want it. We want it real, we want it raw, and we want it truthful. So once that comes out, I'll definitely get that out to you guys and let you know what that channel is and where to go to subscribe to that channel. But it's going to be happening, like I said, probably within the next 4 to 6 weeks, I would say, maybe sooner. Who knows? We are doing pretty well and getting things together. I've already bought a new computer and microphone and stuff like that, so the clarity will be better and stuff like that. We're working on different platforms. What platform do we want to use? Where do we want to post it? Not just YouTube. Maybe we want to post it on Spotify. Maybe we want to post it on something else as well. YouTube is definitely what we're going to put it on, but you never know. You might find another option and say, hey, I want to also put it on here. We also want not only it to go there, but we would like it also to broadcast separately where it goes to each of our channels too, because, you know, some people, that might be the only place that they'll go to watch it or something. So like I said, it's a work in progress, but I really look forward to getting that out to you guys. And you guys not only show, you know, you guys have been amazing showing support for me and my channel. It's been fantastic. But this, you know, I hope that when we do this new project that you guys show your support and subscribe to that one as well. Like I said, my live shots and this stuff that I'm doing out in the woods is always going to go on the other channel. So always stay there. Be my fans like you are. You guys are just amazing. You have no guys how amazing you guys are. The emails and the messages and stuff like that. You guys are fantastic, fantastic. And it's all about you guys. It's getting this information out to you guys, because there's a lot of people that just can't do this. But it gives you an opportunity to also support me and support Johnny on this other venture, and I'm sure a lot of his subscribers will also. So I'm hoping it'll be successful and we'll do very well. But look forward to that. I look forward to it. Other than that, my work schedule's been amazing, crazy. I got some people on a trail up here, so if I stop and come back, you'll know why. Work schedule's been amazing. Has been just off the chain. I'm working 16-hour days. Pretty soon, I might even be working 7 days a week. So please bear with me if I don't get out all the time. It's life, and I got to work. I got to do what needs to be done, especially since I'm the boss. You know, no excuse. So. Just bear with me. Like I said, I'm tired. Yesterday I wanted to go out. It was a beautiful day yesterday, but I was so tired from a week's worth of work. You know, when you're doing 70, 80 hours in just a 5-day period, it wears you out. So please bear with me. But again, it was great having you guys. I'll be talking to you soon, and God bless each and every one of you guys. And stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of exciting times.
That was close. That's the closest one yet.